I truly request you, please don't do this. Before you make that decision, before you walk away completely, before you close your heart and pretend nothing matters anymore, please stop for a moment and hear this message with honesty, not because someone wants to control your choices, not because anyone believes you are weak, but because sometimes, when pain becomes too heavy, people start making decisions from wounds instead of truth. And the truth is, what you are about to do may change everything in ways you cannot yet see. You may feel exhausted. You may feel tired of trying, tired of hoping, tired of waiting for things to finally make sense. Maybe you gave too much of yourself. Maybe you loved deeply and received confusion in return. Maybe you trusted someone who disappeared when life became difficult. Or maybe you have simply been carrying silent pain for too long, smiling in front of everyone while quietly breaking inside. No one sees the nights you stayed awake. No one truly understands the thoughts you keep hidden. No one notices the way your heart has been quietly asking for peace while pretending to stay strong. And because of that, maybe you are thinking of giving up on love, giving up on connection, giving up on hope, giving up on yourself. But please, don't do this. Not now, not when your story is still unfolding. Not when so much can still change. You may not realize it today, but there are moments in life that only make sense after we survive them. There are storms that feel endless while they are happening, yet one day you look back and understand that those difficult moments shaped the strongest version of yourself. Right now, pain may be speaking louder than faith. Fear may feel stronger than confidence. Loneliness may feel bigger than hope. But emotions are not permanent. Pain can convince you that nothing will improve. Disappointment can whisper lies to your heart. Silence can make you believe no one cares, yet life has a strange way of surprising people exactly when they feel they have nothing left. You are not at the end. You are in the middle of something difficult, and there is a difference. The middle feels confusing, the middle feels heavy, the middle feels uncertain, but the middle is not the ending. Please remember that. You have survived things before that once felt impossible. There were moments you thought would destroy you, moments when your heart felt shattered. Moments when you believed you would never smile again. Yet somehow, here you are, still breathing, still standing, still moving forward, even if slowly. That matters more than you know. Sometimes strength does not look powerful. Sometimes strength looks like surviving one more day. Sometimes strength looks like crying quietly and still waking up tomorrow. Sometimes strength looks like continuing, even when nobody applauds you for it. And maybe today, that is your kind of strength. Please don't throw everything away because of one painful chapter. A bad season is not a bad life. One heartbreak is not the end of love. One disappointment is not the death of hope. One mistake is not proof that you have failed forever. You are allowed to feel hurt. You are allowed to feel confused. You are allowed to feel angry. You are allowed to feel lost. But please, don't let temporary emotions make permanent decisions. The version of you who exists 6 months from now may thank you for holding on. The future version of you may look back and say, "I'm glad I didn't give up." Because healing often happens quietly, growth happens invisibly, and blessings sometimes arrive when people least expect them. You may not see progress today, you may not feel stronger today, you may not feel hopeful today, but something is still changing inside you. Even now, especially now, there is something powerful about people who continue despite pain, people who still choose kindness after betrayal, people who still choose hope after disappointment, people who still believe in love after heartbreak. Those people carry a quiet kind of strength, and maybe that strength already lives inside you, even if you have forgotten it. Please don't close your heart forever because someone failed to value it. Not everyone is the same, not every ending means destruction, not every goodbye means loss. Sometimes life removes things because they no longer belong in your future. Sometimes the things that hurt us teach us what we deserve. Sometimes closed doors protect us from rooms we were never meant to stay inside. You may not understand everything right now, and that's okay. You do not need all the answers to keep going. You only need enough courage to take one more step, one more morning, one more attempt, one more chance, because life changes unexpectedly. One conversation can change everything, one opportunity can shift your path, one moment can restore what felt broken. One person can remind you that goodness still exists. Please don't disappear from your own future before the best parts of your story arrive. There are still laughs waiting for you. There are still beautiful moments waiting for you. There are still memories you haven't created. There are still people you haven't met who may bring peace into your life. And yes, there are still reasons to believe things can improve. Even if your heart struggles to believe it right now, you have already carried so much, you have already endured enough. You do not have to prove your strength by suffering forever. Healing is allowed, peace is allowed, joy is allowed, a fresh beginning is allowed. Please don't sabotage your own future because your present feels painful. Pain changes, people change, life changes. Nothing stays the same forever. Even the darkest nights eventually surrender to morning. And maybe, just maybe, your breakthrough is closer than you think. So before you walk away, before you shut down emotionally, before you stop believing in yourself, please hear this clearly. You matter. Your story matters. Your future matters. And there is still something beautiful waiting ahead for you. Hold on a little longer. Not because everything is easy, not because life suddenly makes sense, but because you deserve the chance to see what happens when things finally begin to heal. You deserve to witness your own comeback. You deserve peace after chaos. You deserve clarity after confusion. You deserve happiness without fear. And one difficult season should never convince you that your entire life will remain this way forever. Please don't do this. Please don't give up on yourself. The world has enough people pretending they are okay while quietly hurting. But there is still power in choosing to stay, choosing to believe, choosing to continue, even slowly. Especially slowly, because every small step still counts, and maybe today, the bravest thing you can do is simply decide that your story is not over yet.